Back for League 3 of the day. Hopefully it's something faster than what we've been doing. Tortex and Goblins took 3 hours each to finish, so hopefully something faster. All right, let's spin the wheel. Black Burn, right on the line. All right, so this is Black Burn. So as the name suggests, it's Black Burn instead of Red Burn. So how are we burning people in black? We have a lot of swamps and 4 Vault of Whispers for reasons that we'll get to, and a holdout settlement again for reasons that we'll get to. So we've got Bump in the Night. Target opponent loses 3 life with flashback for 5 and a red, and that is the reason that holdout settlement is in here. We want a land that is capable of producing a red mana that doesn't come in tapped. Therefore, we have 1 holdout settlement in case the game goes really, really long and we need to produce red mana. We have Cauldron Familiar. ETB, drain 1, sack a food to return it. We've got Hopeless Nightmare. ETB, opponent discards and loses 2. When this thing dies, scry 2, and you can sack it for 3 mana. We've got Okiba Reckoner Raid. This is a saga where chapters 1 and 2 is draining 1 to the opponent, and then it flips over into a 2/2 with Menace. Vehicles you control have Menace. That part's not relevant. Then we've got Serrated Scorpion. A 1 mana 1/2. When it dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. And then, since we're running all of these 1/1s, including things that we actually want to sacrifice, we have Village Rites to sack them, as well as Deadly Dispute. We also have Minstrosity. 2 mana 3/1. When it dies, create a food token. This is in here to be 1, an aggressive creature, 2, a ability where if you sack it, you can create a food token. So that gives us the food for Cauldron Familiars. Sometimes this is Lemboss, but I would rather it just be a more aggressive card. And of course, it's a creature that we can sack to Village Rites or Deadly Dispute if necessary. Tyrant's Choice. This is a voting card, but basically your opponent always loses 4. So it's the black Boros Charm. And then Vampire's Kiss. Target player loses 2 life, gain 2 life, create 2 blood tokens. So this is so that we can filter away irrelevant lands that we don't need or put Cauldron Familiars into our graveyard. And then finally, Alms of the Vein, which is a drain 3 card that we can also discard to our blood tokens. So in that case, it's a 1 mana drain 3 card. And that's Blackburn. Then in the sideboard, Nile Spellbomb to kill graveyards. Guest's Verdict as an edict that also causes the opponent to lose a life. Playable in this deck, whereas most decks will run Chainers or Diabolic Edict. This deck is all black and can therefore pay the double black. And the life loss is relevant. Crypt Rats gets rid of large swarmy boards like Caw Gates and also damages the opponent. Drown in Sorrow also just sweeps the board for decks like Caw Gates and whatnot. Snuff Out for bigger creatures. And that's Blackburn. So let's jump into the 3rd league of the day. All right, we're on the draw for round 1. Well, this is more lands than I'd like, but we can filter them away with these blood tokens, so we'll keep. Colony Garden. Well, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, Hopeless Nightmare. I shouldn't cast that in case they're on the Exhume plan. At least not yet. So Bump in the Night, back to them. All right, Minstrosity, and over to them. I'm guessing this is the first time anyone has seen this played against them. Deadly Dispute the plant. Plays another plant token. Chainer's Edict, sure. Make food. All right, play land. Vampire's Kiss. Hopeless Nightmare. Trigger. Opponent discards Snuff Out and is at 13. 5 mana, there's the initiative. Unfortunately, we're pretty far away from killing them. Village Rites, and we have no creature to sack. All right, so Blood, pitch a swamp. Well, there's Minstrosity. So let's play Minstrosity and then just pass with Village Rites up. I assume this is not going to be relevant. Their guy has Trample as well. This is probably never hitting them. They have this plant token. Oh, the plant token becomes a 2/3. Not this dude. Chainer's Edict. Village Rites. Eat this dude. All right, we drew Land Cat. That's unfortunate. Bajuka Bog, our graveyard, gets rid of Bump in the Night. Not too relevant. 7 from these dudes. Wow. Yeah, this is not going well. I could blood away the cat, but let's just blood away a land. All right, Hopeless Nightmare. They're just like way too far away to actually kill is the problem. All right, play the cat. So trigger the cat and then over to them. And then we're probably blocking a plant if they attack. We're probably blocking anything they attack with and getting the cat back and then also popping a food to not die. I'm not sure. So trap, we go to 11. Swings with both. All right, we'll chump block the plant. And then we take 5 and go to 6. All right, bring the cat back by sacking a food. So this is 5, 8. So I get exactly out of range if I crack the food right now. So I think I do just crack the food. All right, and then let's stop on upkeep, Top the Hopeless Nightmare. So then scry 2. Tyrant's Choice, bump in the night. All right, we want both of those. So top, then draw. Can I attack them? I guess I can attack them. All right, so combat, swing with the cat. They're just going to kill it. Sure. Cat dies. Tyrant's Choice. We're going to be too far off to kill them, though. Which one's the you take damage? Torture. Problem is we're still going to just lose this because we're dying in 2 hits. They're at 5, which is just 1 away from being relevant. I don't know. There is a possibility we could not lose, I guess. So I need to stop on my upkeep, basically, and scry. I would have to what? I would have to, like, scry into Deadly Dispute and 2 burn spells. It's hypothetically possible. Crypt Rats. Oh, they can just kill us? All right. Well, that's that. So Golgari Gardens. I doubt I want Nile Spellbomb to stop Chainer's Edict from the graveyard. Like, that seems to be irrelevant. I want Guess Verdict, although the plant tokens make this less good. The fact that they have so much removal means that I'm less inclined to want creatures that just die to removal. So, like, Monstrosities are just never gonna connect, basically. And that also makes the cats pretty weak. I think Snuff Out could work, but that's unlikely. All right, so let's cut a bunch of cats. Or do I just play Drown in Sorrow to, like, eat all of their plant tokens? I don't know. Let's go with this. All right, well, this hand is just so not good. Yeah, there's no way I can keep this. This hand's just missing mana, essentially. Keep and put back one of the Snuff Outs. All right, Vault, Serrated Scorpion, over to them. Colony Garden, Well, combat, swing, no second land, bump in the night, over to them. Our land's not even a swamp, so we can't Snuff Out. Cycle the Troll, finds tapped Golgari land, plays it. Need to find another land. Well, it's not another land, but it's something we can play at least. No blocks from the plant. All right, Okiba, cast down on the Scorpion, trigger. All right, we finally found our second land, so drain, play this. I think I actually want to Guess Verdict to keep them off of, Guess Verdicts to keep them off of sacking this for value. All right, back over to them. Lemboss, Colony Garden. All right, flip Okiba. Play this. Let's be mana efficient. Deadly Dispute, eat my Vault. Snuff Out on your plant token. I was just going to keep burning them, but now I think I just hold up Deadly Dispute in case they try to kill this thing. I don't know. Nah, let's just bump in the night them. Over to them. Plays another Lemboss. Bajuka Bog. Well, there goes the bumps, but not that it mattered, because we're just not going to ever cast them. Combat. Swing. All right, put them to 5. Play Scorpion. And then just over to them. And then we've got 2 damage from the Scorpion and Tyrant's Choice to finish them off. Sack Lemboss to Reckoner's Bargain. All right, well, up to 7. Cast down on this. Well, sack it to Deadly Dispute. All right, Bajuka Bog. All right, combat. Swing with the Scorpion. And then Tyrants, Torture. Then cast Hopeless. All right, we got there. Maybe I do want Crypt Rats just, like, for later in the game if this floods. Like, I probably want it more than Cauldron Familiar if I don't have any foods to bring it back with. All right, let's run that. This hand is fine. Keep Swamp and pass. All right, play Okiba. Cycle the Troll. Finds green black land. All right, over to us. Trigger this. Play this. Probably not casting Guess Verdict, so let's just bump them and pass. All right, this flips over. It's probably going to get killed, so we will just Deadly Dispute that. Over to them. Crypt Rats. Okay. Well, I guess if this card is Defile, they got us, but let's just Guess Verdict them. All right, it is not. Go to combat. Swing. All right, I'm going to just Deadly Dispute it now. Even though they haven't used any removal yet, I'm expecting them to removal at some point, so it's more mana efficient if I just start hitting them now. Bump. Hopeless Nightmare. This card's Drowned in Sorrow. Fairy Macabre, exiling 2 of our cards. Exiling the Bump in the Nights. All right. I could have technically cast those using this treasure token, so yeah, that makes sense. Plant token. All right, well, land. Let's see. Okiba, trigger. Let's Deadly Dispute my treasure token. Vampire's Kiss. All right, so Vamp Kiss. They're at 4, and we almost have them dead next turn. Deadly Dispute the plant. Weather the Storm. Oh my god, the storm count is ridiculously high. Well, we're not winning this game. That was really bad. Holy crap. Just hard casting Fairy Macabre. And we can't snuff it out. Alright. Well, just gotta keep proceeding. Blood token. Discard Alms. Madness. Target them. Pay. Black. Drain. Blood token resolve. Another snuff out. Deadly Dispute. Eating my treasure. Alright, play a land and Over to them. Fairy Macabre attacks. We go to 27. All right, let's blood away Snuff Out. Another Okiba Reckoner. All right, this one flips over. Play Okiba Reckoner. Trigger. And then tentatively pass over to them. Cast down. Cast Village Rites. Eat it. Double Tyrant's Choice. Reckoner's Bargain. Oh no, another Weather. Yeah. All right, Geths. Well, this is going to be a seriously uphill battle. I don't think I can make it. Hiker Wellspring. Colony Garden. Make a plant. Fairy Macabre. All right, back to us. All right, just Tyrants them twice. I'm going to hold this Swamp in case I wind up discarding it later, I guess. Nah, actually, I'll just do it now so that I can scry. Duress us. All right, attacks with the Fairy Macabre. We go to 27. All right, pop Hopeless Nightmare. What's on top? 2 lands, bottom both. Drawing into Okiba Reckoner Gang. Reckoner Raid. All right, play another one. Defile our guy, sure. Weather the Storm for 3. Surely they must be out of weathers by now, right? We just have to do 27 damage to them before they find an initiative creature or something. Top deck, Reckoner's Bargain, eat the Ichor Wellspring, draw 3 cards. My god. Deadly Dispute, the plant. Fairy Macabre hits us, we go to 26. Weather the Storm again. Okay, that's all the Weather the Storms. Scorpion, pass. Lemboss, yeah, we're just gonna get outvalued now. Like, they're on 37 life. We don't have any. They'll eventually just find Avenging Hunter or something, or a troll. All right, we go to 25. Kiba Gang flips over. Combat, attack with the Scorpion. All right, they're at 36. Only 4 more life than the amount of cards we have left in our deck. Reckoner's Bargain, eat Lemboss. Defile Okiba Gang. Defile Scorpion, trigger. Ichor Wellspring. Another Garden. Well, I don't think we were ever going to win the quadruple Weather the Storm out of the sideboard matchup with Reckoner's Bargains to also gain life. Reckoner's Bargain, eat Ichor Wellspring. Somehow they still haven't found an initiative creature or anything. Well, pass back to them. Bajukabog, eat our graveyard. Sure. We don't have anything in our graveyard that matters. 6 mana. They finally found a troll. All right, Crypt Rats. Play Crypt Rats. Over to them. And I guess I'm going to pop Crypt Rats and kill everything on the board on their turn. All right, pop Crypt Rats. Everything dies. And they are at 33 and we're at 18. Bajukabog, eat our Crypt Rats. Their Crypt Rats. Drew a Scorpion. All right, play a Scorpion. Haha, your Crypt Rats cannot attack us now because of this Scorpion. They're just going to Crypt Rats end of turn. All right, Crypt Rats. Ba-bam. They're at 25 to 14. Land. Back to us. All right, well, Tyrant's Choice. Torture. They're at a whole 21 life. Lemboss. 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 They have a whole 3 halves of a loaf over here. Witch's Cottage. Putting back what? Putting back Crypt Rats? Or no, Troll? The Troll. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. Trigger. Opponent discards a land. All right. Well, over to them. So here comes the Troll. The Troll appears. End of turn. Sack Hopeless Nightmare. Scry. Gets Verdict on top. I'm going to bottom random one-off life loss spells right now. All right. Top the Geth's Verdict. Then over to them. Or then over to me. Geth's Verdict you. All right. Troll dies. They're at 18. How is this game still going? Pops Lemboss. Just popping all the Lembosses. What turn are we on, by the way? Has anyone kept track? Lemboss. All right. Well, Alms of the Vein. Back to them. Just keep popping the Lembosses. We're on turn 19. All right. Duress. Haha, we have a Swamp. Muhahaha. You wasted your Duress. Crypt Rats. Oh, well, we're going to die to that now. Unless we find an answer to it. Scorpion. Muhahaha. Here's a Scorpion. Over to you. All right, they didn't activate their Crypt Rats this time. All right, we're just activating the Crypt Rats. That's what it looks like. 10 mana Crypt Rats. Boom. 7 to 14. Scorpion triggers. 12 to 9. Village Rites. Well, that's 1 turn too late, so back to them. Troll. Drew Snuff Out. Can't cast that on Troll. So let's pass. Duress. I assume they just take Village Rites. Yep, there goes that. Then we're dead to the Troll in 2 hits. So we need to immediately draw Geth's Verdict. We have drawn Serrated Scorpion, which will not cut it. All right, turn 22. The game finally ends. Not a great showing for Mono Black, although, is it? Maybe? I don't know. Round 2 on the play. We have a lot of things to play on 1, so I'm going to keep this. Let's play Swamp, and let's play... Is Okiba or Serrated Scorpion better to play first? I'm not actually sure. Let's play Okiba first. Like, I guess this gets in the same amount of damage as the Scorpion, and then flips into a 2/2. Plains. Vault Scourge. Well, life gain is bad for me. Ornithopter. Well, Alright, place a rated Scorpion. Over to them. Second Plains. Oh, yeah. So, wait. It's Mono White Heroic with Ornithopter? Huh? Alright, into Hyena Umbra plus Ethereal Armor. We can't win anymore. We're also just not drawing lands. Yeah, we may as well concede this. Alright, Mono White. Guess Verdict. Crypt Rats. Drown. No. Snuff Out. Although Snuff Out can't kill Vault Scourge, but it can kill everything else. Do I just bring in like every piece of removal I have? I guess so, right? Minstrosity, no. Cat, no. What else? The swing emote still hasn't been approved. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. I don't see it like, oh, it was denied or anything. It's just not there anymore. All right, Drown's not good once they already have auras on their stuff. Although it's good for cleaning up the other things and then following that up with Guess Verdict. All right, what are my worst burn spells? Is it Alms of the Vein? Alms out, and I don't think this matchup actually, like, I think the onboard matters more in this matchup than anything else. Let's cut one Village Rites. All right. Okay, 2 lands, removal, burn, keep. Swamp, bump in the night, and then pass. Ancient Den. Oh, don't be another Vault Scourge. Okay, thank God. All right, let's just kill that now while their shields are down, and then Vampires kiss them. The reason I'm doing that instead of waiting for them to put stuff on and then guess verdicting them is because they can just play they can play multiple creatures and then the guess verdict doesn't work anymore. All right, Deadly Dispute, eat a blood token, play a land. I don't really have anything else good going on right now. I'm probably just going to pop a blood, discard a land. Another land. Thraben Inspector. They just have all tiny creatures with no auras right now. Hyena Umbra. All right, I'd respond to Snuff Out if I had it. So let's blood the land away. Nope. All right, that resolves. Ethereal Armor. So we need to find a way to sweep these dudes so that Guess Verdict comes online. Take 6, go to 12. Man, Village Rites. Maybe this should just be Reckoner's Bargain. I don't know. We just don't have time. Yeah, all right, Tyrant's Choice. All right, so I basically need to untap and immediately draw into Drown in Sorrow or like a blocker for this guy. Cracks the Clue. Cartouche. So Crypt Rats would work. Drown in Sorrow would work. Swing. We're taking 11. Or no, we're taking 10 going to 2. Or yeah. All right, well, Deadly Dispute, eat my vault. 3 lands. Amazing. What terrible draws. Just terrible. So many things we could have drawn. So many things we could have drawn. Our next draw is Serrated Scorpion. We would have been able to play that, block, or we would, I guess not block. We would have been able to play it and Village Rites into more lands. All right, well, variance. We're on the draw for round 3. Only 1 land, but we can play a lot of stuff, so sure. Keep Island. Delver. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, well, the race is on. Okiba. Wait, they revealed an island. All right. They're not attacking? Okay. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Cauldron Familiar. Brainstorm in response. Mental Note. 4 spells in their graveyard. Delver Trigger. Will it flip? It does flip. They reveal Lorien. Cycle Lorien for an island. Swings with Delver. We're at 20. Kiba finally flips. All right, go to combat. Swing with Cauldron Familiar. 16. Let's play Hopeless Nightmare. Opponent counterspells, sure. Plays Ice Tunnel. Ice Tunnel? So it's Blue-Black Terror? Tolarian Terror. Swings with Delver. Can't block. Alright. Still haven't drawn a land after all of this. Bump in the night. Go to combat. Swing here. Opponent's at 11. Another island. Plays Cryptic Serpent. Plays another Delver. Alright, swings with these. Block with Cauldron Familiar. We're at 14. They do have Menace, so if I attack, they can just double block here, and then I kill a Delver. Alright, attack. I mean, it's not getting any better than this. We at least get to kill Delver, if they block. Alright, kill off Delver. Play Minstrosity. It doesn't matter, because the last card in their hand's Counterspell, and they actually have exactly lethal on the board. Alright. Alright, Snuff Out, Guess Verdict, Nile Spellbomb to keep them off of their stuff being cheap, and then what's the worst cards here? The cat is just like way too slow. Just way, way too slow. And all this sack stuff is also pretty bad when our opponent is playing counterspells. All right, is Alms the worst thing here? Yeah, all right. Get rid of Alms. Crypt Mat's good in this matchup? It doesn't feel like it is. No, it's not. All right, on the play. Once again, only 1 land is kind of obnoxious, but our hand is plenty of things to play. So yeah, we'll keep. All right, Scorpion plays an island. Go to combat. Swing with the Scorpion. All right, Hopeless Nightmare. Opponent spell pierces. Sure. Plays Ice Tunnel. Back to us. All right, second land, go to combat, swing, play Hopeless Nightmare. Another spell pierce. Sure. Bump in the night. 15. Then back over to them. Brainstorm. Mental Note, milling over 2 lands. And then they're going to delve Gurmag and we can't snuff out it. All right. No? Okay, they just tapped and then their mana fizzled. All right. Well, Vampire's Kiss. And then go to combat. Swing. Preordain. They topped both Delver. Now they're going to play Gurmag. No? I don't know what they're doing then. They're just tapping and then not playing anything. Okay. All right, well, kill this. Then cast Tyrant's Choice. And you go to 8, and then we attack with the Scorpion. And then go to 7. Plays Contaminated Aquifer. Plays Terror. All right, guess verdict. We can't pay for Spell Pierce. All right, looks like we got him. Go to combat. Swing with the Scorpion. And then second main, play another Scorpion. All right, so these Scorpions, either they don't get blocked and they take damage, or they do get blocked and they take damage. Murmuring Mystic. I guess that can block them without them dying. All right, combat, swing. They block one. I'm attacking before doing Deadly Dispute because if they have a counter spell, then they don't get to make a bird and block one of them at least. All right, Deadly Dispute, eat one of the Scorpions. Trigger the Scorpion. They're at 2. Does this resolve? It does resolve. All right, play a land, play Okiba Gang. All right, they go to 1, and then next turn this triggers and they die. So unless they have a way to not have that happen. All right, we got game 2. Now we got to win game 3. They brought in Murmuring Mystic. So does that mean I want to play Crypt Rats? I still think no, because the problem is they just have creatures that are huge that the Crypt Rats do nothing against. Although the Monstrosities are bad, although Murmuring Mystic's also slow. It's a turn 4 play. No, I'll just leave this as is, I guess. That game felt kind of weird. Yeah, they kept tapping their land and then not spending anything, not spending the mana. So I don't really get it. All right, keep. They chose not to play first. I'm so confused. Play a Scorpion. They're just kind. All right, play Monstrosity. Combat, attack with the Scorpion. Back to us. All right, play land, go to combat, swing, 2 mana, cast down on Monstrosity. All right, eat it. Make a food, draw some cards, make a treasure. Then Scorpion hit them. And then I'm going to pop this now so I can just play the other Monstrosity. Just get this on the board now. Over to them. Another tap land. Go to combat. Swing. Apparently they have no response to this. Take damage. All right. Tyrant's Choice. Counterspell. All right. Vampire's Kiss. They're at 12. Then back to them. Brainstorm. Drown in Sorrow. All right. Kill our board. They topped the Scry. So then put these on the stack. We get a food. They take 2 from the Scorpion dying. They're at 10. All right. Hopeless Nightmare. Trigger. I guess I should technically blood away the Snuff Out in case I draw something else. Discard Spell Pierce. All right. Blood. Discard the Snuff Out. Okiba Reckoner Gang. All right. Play this. Trigger. They go to 7. Bump in the night. They go to 4. And then over to them. So they're at 3 after the Okiba triggers again in our main phase. And then we just need to draw any way to burn them out. Tolarian Terror. Cryptic Serpent. They have 1 card in their hand. Bump in the night. All right, does this resolve? It does resolve. We finally won a match. All right, on to round 4. We're on the draw. This is fine. Mountain. Voldaren Epicure. All right, play Hopeless Nightmare. This card's a mountain. Second mountain. Another Epicure. Implement of Combustion. And then we take 1 from this Epicure, go to 17. All right, Okiba. Trigger this. Bump in the night. Opponent at 14. Back to them. Great Furnace. Oh, and here comes the sticker bullshit. They only have 1 card in their hand, but it's probably still going to be bullshit. Bushwhacker. Impulse draw card. Yeah, Implement of Combustion. All right, 2 cards. Pop a Blood. Discard a Mountain. Golgari Rebirth. And Fizzle. All right. 2 damage from the Epicures go to 15. They have a bunch of power on the board. Okiba trigger. All right, play Scorpion. Play Bump in the Night. Over to them. Ren's Resolve into Synthesizer Mountain. Chain Lightning on the Scorpion. Can't copy. Scorpion triggers. 8 to 18. Then they attack us and we take some amount of damage here. We're at 11. All right, Okiba flips over. We have a swamp. So, all right, let's just cast Alms of the Vein hard mode. Hard mode, Alms of the Vein. They go to 5. We're at 14. And then back to them. Swift Spear. Synthesizer. What do they exile? Golgari Rebirth. Sure. Golgari Rebirth. So then we just block a random 1/1 and then hope to burn them out. Swing, block a random 1/1. All right. And then this can't even attack. I mean, it can, but it just gets blocked. So I have Village Rites and a Deadly Dispute. I guess I Village Rites first, right? All right. Village Rites. What do I draw? Hopeless Nightmare, Vampire's Kiss. We're short. We can't Deadly Dispute now. And then we're just going to die on the board. Cool. All right. So go wide, sticker bullshit. So we want Drown and Crypt Rats and nothing else. Just those. And we don't want Monstrosity that can't block for anything and can't attack into anything. And we don't want Cauldron Familiar if we don't have Monstrosity. But then that's cutting too many cards. So I guess we leave in some Cauldron Familiars. All right. All right, on the play for game 2, we have a bunch of Vampire's Kisses. All right, well, I'll keep. Swamp, go. Sticker Goblin is just cheese mode. Yeah, it's Hogak in Pauper. Oops, all mana. All right, Swift Spear, we take a hit. We go to 19. Play this, play Vampire's Kiss, and pass. The next turn, we can Deadly a Blood Token. Swift Spear into Voldaren Epicure, and then we take 2 from these. Okay. I just need to find Drown in Sorrow or something, right? I guess Crypt Rats can also deal with this, so I just need to get more mana. So sack the Blood Token to Deadly Dispute. Ugh, we didn't hit any mana. All right, pass back to them. We really needed to draw a land there. I never want to yuck someone's yum, but it's increasingly more difficult when I see things like stickers. I think the question is this what Richard Garfield envisioned is very valid? I have no problem with the actual sticker mechanic. I mean, I think it's stupid. I think it's incredibly stupid and doesn't play well. But my problem is specifically with the Goblin. The Goblin is just ridiculously broken. All right, we're taking a bunch of damage here. We basically need to exactly draw into Drown, which we didn't. All right, well, I can play Crypt Rats, and then the odds that it doesn't just die is also not good. Also, it hurts us. So let's go Cauldron Familiar, trigger. We just have to draw some more cards now. So let's make black mana by tapping this. And then cast Village Rites, eating this. Draw some lands. There's at least one. All right, so next turn they get to cast minimum 2 spells. So this is 10 damage right here. And it's more if they have a third spell or if one of their spells is a burn spell. And it puts us in a position where we can't Crypt Rats their board. All right, well, Reckoner Gang, and over to them. We're dead to any bolt, any burn spell, and any third spell, period. Ren's Resolve. Bolt. All right, we're dead. Round 5. I should have just vetoed Blackburn off the wheel, but we're here already, so we may as well finish it up. Is Blackburn better or worse than in Modern? As in the Blackburn that's the modern Blackburn? I'd have to refresh myself with what that deck looks like. Blackburn. I think it's worse. All right, we're on the draw, and once again, it's like we have 1-drops to play. So, like, am I supposed to pitch this hand? I guess not. All right, keep Swamp. All right. Scorpion. Back over to them. Second Swamp. Plays Chainer's Edict. All right. Trigger the Scorpion. That's fine. How have we not drawn something by now? All right. Cauldron Familiar. Like, just once again, just getting land screwed. It's really bad. All right. Vault of Whispers. So I assume this is just mono black control is what it looks like. For me, at least, the monstrosities feel really bad. You were better having something like Lembos. That would feel really... I think anything in that slot would feel really bad. I think trying to make Cauldron Familiar work without Witch's Oven is a fool's errand. Swing with the cat. All right, well, I guess we're just playing Hopeless Nightmares back to back. So Hopeless Nightmare. Discard Spinning Darkness. They discarded Spinning Darkness in this clearly burn matchup. All right, still no mana. All right, attack with the cat. Takes the damage down to 13. Let's play another Hopeless Nightmare. I assume they're going to Reckoner. Yeah, Reckoner the Wellspring. Well, this is probably going to be rough. Spinning Darkness and Reckoner's Bargain give them access to main board life gain. Discards Thorn of the Black Rose. They discarded Thorn of the Black Rose. Colony Garden. Plays Ichor Wellspring. Still haven't drawn another land. All right. Attack them with the Cauldron Familiar. Not blocking. Play the Scorpion. Initiative Dude? Yeah, Initiative Dude. And now we're just going to fall incredibly far behind. Duress us. Sure. Takes one of our 2 Deadly Disputes. Village Rites, you say. Go to combat. Swing. Whichever one this guy blocks, I'm going to village it. All right, Village. Eat the cat. Finally drew another land. Play this. Play Hopeless Nightmare. Discards a land. All right, Scries instead of Forging. Scries 2 to the top. Llanowar Visionary into Colony Garden, so we can never, ever hit them. All right, Guess let's play Monstrosity and Bump in the Night. And over to them. So make a treasure, bunch of mana, plays Troll. If they attack with this, I'll double block it. All right, double block this dude. So the Scorpion will take them down to 5. Then we get a food that we can use to get the cat back. And I'm not going to be able to attack them anyway, so let's just wait on that until I have Deadly Dispute up. Land. All right, so we can go Vampire's Kiss, Blood, Alms of the Vein, and they die. Unless they have Reckoner's Bargain. So I guess I put a stop on their upkeep. So Vampire's Kiss, they're at 3. And we see if they do it now. All right, they did not. So Blood, discard Alms of the Vein. Oh, they have it. Damn it. All right, why not just sack the Troll and get completely out of burn range? All right, Madness. They have another one. Oh my god. Yeah. And they get a 4/1 Skelebro. I guess they're technically not out of the woods yet. Thorn of the Black Rose. Yet's the Monarch. Golgari Rot Farm. Pick a land up. We have to do 8 to them. Yeah, all right. Scorpion. That's a good way of the way there. All right, Scorpion. Deadly Dispute. Eat the Scorpion. Trigger. They go to 6. Then we draw. We've played a land this turn. So I can pop the Blood, alms them down to 3, cats to 2, but I can't do it. Oh, wait, no, I can, yeah, pop Blood, alms, or I just cast Vampire's Kiss. There's no way of killing them this turn. Although they've been through, what, 3 Reckoner's Bargains already? Yeah. They have 6 cards in hand? Jesus. I guess the most mana-efficient play is blooding the alms down to the lesser life. I don't know. All right, let's just pass. And then the insane part is they get to thrown into like craziness. So if they have another Reckoners, then they'll flip into a 5 to 6 drop creature and then just Reckoners that, and we're completely out of the game at that point. Yeah, initiative guy, more initiative. Crypt Rats. So they have 7 mana and they attack for some amount this turn. 2, 6, 7, 14. All right, I'm not in danger of dying. All right, Blood, discard Alms, Madness, target you, Black, Spinning Darkness, their own dude to gain life. Okay. They're at 6. Vampire's Kiss. Blood, discarding a Swamp. Bump in the Night. All right, Bump in the Night. Cast Hopeless Nightmare. And then if they respond, we can get the cat into play. Wow, barely made it through that one. All right, well, let me see. Snuff Out is only good basically against Avenging Hunter, and they get the initiative anyway. Drown in Sorrow, also not good. Crypt Rats, also not very good. Guess Verdict, they have plant tokens and like a million other creatures. The problem is just like none of our stuff is good. I think we just have to try to race them. I guess Crypt Rats represents, let me think. Monstrosity is basically a card that's never, ever, ever going to hit them, probably. So maybe I can cut these for Crypt Rats, since Crypt Rats is at least like a later game payoff that can do more damage. Once again, Cauldron Familiar becomes really bad when you do that. All right, now I'll Spell Bomb. At least I can sack it. That just can't be right. That just cannot be right. I'm going to do that. 1 land yet again, although once again we have a bunch of things we can play. So I'll keep. Colony Garden. All right, 2nd land. What's the best thing to get into play? Probably Okiba Reckoner Raid. Swamp. Ichor Wellspring. Another Bump in the Night. All right, let's play this. Let's play the Scorpion. Let's play the cat. Over to them. Another Wellspring. Golgari Rot Farm. Bouncing Swamp. All right, this thing flips over. And let's go to combat. Swing. No blocks. All right. Play this. That tells me they don't have a drown because they would have blocked if they did. Swamp. All right, go to combat. Swing with everything. Cast down on this dude. All right, let's eat it. Eat my boy. And then they're not blocking again. I do not understand why they're not blocking. So Storm count is currently, I mean, I can't just not cast spells because they might have Weather the Storm. So let's bump them and then pass. Yep, there's Weather the Storm. All the way back up to 19 after all that. Reckoners, Ichor Wellspring away. It's like we've done nothing this game. They're more life than they started with. Duress. Now they get to take our spells. There goes Alms. All right, I'm not sure why they did that one, because now we're going to Madness them. Sick plays opponent. Jukabog, and there goes one of our Bump in the Nights. Combat. Swing. They're just not blocking. Do not understand. Monstrosity, and over to them. Colony Garden. Blood Fountain. Go to combat. Attack with everything. All right, they're finally blocking. One of them blocks Monstrosity. Sack the plant to Deadly Dispute. Okay. Damage, they're at 7. I'm just going to pass. Ichor Wellspring being eaten by Deadly Dispute. All right. Well, they're at 7. Crypt Rats. They have up to 5 black mana. Crypt Rat. Oh no, activating Crypt Rats? What is happening? Reckoner's Bargain the Crypt Rats with its ability on the stack. Sure. So I guess I Village Rites now. So eat one of my guys. Doesn't matter which one. So then Village Rites. Ooh, another Village Rites. All right. Village Rites. Eat the Scorpion. Man, if they have Weather the Storm after all this, it's going to be so bad. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Well, bring back one of the Cauldron Familiars. Hopeless Nightmare. Discards Chainer's Edict. Sure. Tyrant's Choice. Another Tyrant's Choice. Go to combat. Swing. Put them to 7. 7 mana. Okay, Chainer's Edict from the graveyard. That's all they're doing. They have 7 cards in hand, and that's what they're doing. Bojuka Bog, eat our graveyard. Yep. Alright. Upkeep, pop the Nightmare. Scrying, 2 lands to the bottom. Drawing Vampire's Kiss. Alright, Vampire's Kiss. 5. Over to them. Colony Garden. They just played Colony Garden, and that's it? Alright, cast Crypt Rats. Cast down. Alright, activate for 2. And then they're responding. Deadly Dispute their plant token. Alright, they're at 3. Oh, it's another Weather the Storm. Of course it is. Why wouldn't they have the 3rd Weather the Storm? And the initiative. There's like nothing we can draw to get out of this, right? There's so much life ahead of us. So many cards ahead of us. Alright, blood. Discard this. They're blooding in response. Okay. Blood. Discard this. Crypt Rats. Alright, Crypt Rats. Back to them. They get counters. Cast down on rats. I mean, I'm not going to be able to deal 15 damage to them by the time we're dead from this stuff. So let's just move to the next game. See, that's the problem with this thing. It's like, it's just too expensive. It just dies the moment it comes out. I think we just leave this stuff here. All right, on the play for game 3. Keep. Land, Scorpion, go. Swamp, Duress. They took Village Rites. All right. Swamp. Let's just Tyrant's Choice. Again, it's shields down so they can kill the thing, but whatever. I can't proceed based on the assumption that this is going to die before I have the shields up, so let's just get the max damage in. Opponent's at 15. Duress us again. Oh my god. Really? Colony Garden. Sure. Well, they know it's in our hand, so play Hopeless Nightmare. Trigger. Go to combat. Attack with the Scorpion. No blocks. Alright, Vampires Kiss them. They're at 10. 2 mana. Chainer's Edict. Sure. Scorpion dies. They go to 8. Plays another plant. Drew a Swamp. Alright. Blood token. Get rid of that. Deadly Dispute on the blood token. Land. Okiba. Crypt Rats. Alright. Pop Hopeless Nightmare on upkeep so we can try to draw something good. Okiba and Bump in the Night are both good, so I will top both of these. Alright. Top them both. Proceed. Okiba trigger. Play another Okiba. Alright, they're at 5. Cycle the Troll. Problem is, they can always just, like, why wouldn't you attack with Crypt Rats? It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, whatever. Trigger, trigger. I feel like if I cast anything here, they're just going to cast Weather the Storm. So, I'm just going to pass. Reckoner's Bargain, the Crypt Rats. They're at 7. Chainer's Edict. Very well. Eat my guy. Weather the Storm. Alright, they're up to 13. This flips over. Bump in the Night. And then over to them. Go to combat. Attack with this dude. Cast down in response. Alright. If they have the Weather the Storm, we just lose the game. So let's flashback Bump in the Night. Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, I'm not playing this out. They always have it. They always have it. Alright, 1 and 4 with Blackburn. And the deck sucks. And it's always true for Blackburn in every format that it's in. It's always just bad, and it's always worse than Redburn. So Redburn has actually good 1-drops like Monster Swiftspear, Kuldotha Rebirth, Voldaren Epicure. It has multiple different bolts. Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Galvanic Blast. It has impulse card draws that don't require that you sack creatures or artifacts to them. So it's just a way better deck. And like in here, what do we have that matches that, right? None of the creatures are good. Maybe arguably Serrated Scorpion rises to the level of kind of a good 1-drop. And then Bump in the Night is basically equivalent to a burn spell that can't be pointed at creatures. And then everything else is just not good. Like none of it. Not one single thing. There's not one single 1-drop. There's nothing as haste. Your burn spells, quote unquote, are all to the face life drain. So none of them can be pointed at creatures. Yeah, it's just blatantly inferior to regular burn. But it's not just that it's inferior to regular burn, it's just actively bad. So let's delete Blackburn and never look at it again.